How many of you are still failing in the PT writing exam? With the recent exam changes related to the essay templates not working, some of the essay templates, the same thing also applies to every part of your writing, and summarized spoken text is one of them. In this video, I'm going to show you one simple technique, the technique that I've already shared on the YouTube, the same concept, and we will see a demonstration, a full demonstration how you can write simple phrases without making any grammatical mistakes, thereby satisfying the criteria for extended writing, and then you can get good marks in your PT writing as well as summarized spoken text. Hello and welcome to the Edutrainex PTE channel. I am Anurag, your host, and this video is special, especially after the templates are getting blocked in the PT exam and weird things are also happening in the exam. So let me show you something of reality. What is happening in the exam? The left hand side, what you see is the effect of using such templates or not using enough phrases in your templates. So what I have been telling you since a very long time. Okay, not many of you agree with me. Some of you think I teach crap, but you can see the results, which was published very recently by one of our test takers, one of our students who gave the exam and cleared the exam with the flying colors. So if she had also been using the keyword based template, then she wouldn't have been able to get such a score in the exam. Okay, until now, I just got it this morning. That's why I just have the overall. In the next video, when I have the full score, I will elaborate more. But yes, absolutely, definitely above 70, she must have got in her writing. And that's the effect of writing phrases. Okay. Now on the YouTube, I also shared one simple technique related to the reading strategy. Okay. And this is the basics related to the grammar, how you can see and understand the patterns as well. But as I said, not all of you agree with that. One person has written it as bakwas. But if it is bakwas, then my students or the other students that you can see in the YouTube comments or in the community section, how many are still passing the exam and coming out with flying colors? Not just my students, but many of my subscribers as well. So it's your responsibility to reply to people like this, whether those techniques work in reality or I just promise you overnight improvement from 1 out of 5 to 5 out of 5, or crack speaking in 1 hour. No false promises. Okay, let's come back to reality. Okay, being practical is much more important. Understand where you are and where you need to be. Shortcuts and techniques. See, shortcuts and techniques will help you to some extent, but if you perfect your technique, which is only English language learning, understanding how it works, then you can crack everything in the English language, any module. That's for sure. Let's understand this question first. Summarize spoken text is a listening task, one of the first listening tasks, and then it also contributes 10 points to both your listening and your writing. What you need to be careful about when using the templates is, first of all, please avoid any templates that give you one word templates. Put one keyword here, over here, or even clustered keywords. Just putting commas or quotation for the keywords, not making phrases, that's what is hurting your scores at the moment. So whenever you are putting just the keywords, that does not become a phrase necessarily. Just putting one keyword or two keywords together is not a phrase. A phrase is around 4 to 5 words long, at least 5 words. So that is what you need to do. If you need 65 plus score, minimum 3 phrases you have to write down. And if you need 79 plus score, you have to write down minimum 4 phrases. And each phrase, as I said, more than 5 words. If you follow this, you will get good results in your writing. Of course, I'm going to demonstrate everything right in front of you. Just hold on a little bit more. Let's also talk about the simplest way to succeed. Okay. First thing is first that you have to note down as many keywords as possible. And keywords are what? The emphasized word, repeated words, important words. Okay. The nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Only 4 types. Ignore the grammatical words. So ignoring the grammatical words, you will be able to note down more keywords. And when you have more keywords, you can just play around with the keywords. There is no point for accuracy in this exam. So if the audio says, and if I write in my response that rockets do not require fuel to launch in the space, it will still give me full marks because it has all the relevant keywords, perfect grammar, spellings, everything. It will still give me points. I have personally tested this theory on the mock test, official mock test, not Uni Academy, any other websites, on the actual PT software. So use a template because that will give you a structure how you need to be writing, because every response, every writing response or speaking response in the PT exam requires a structure from you. Okay, like a small introduction, some sentences in the body, and then finally a conclusion. But you have to write one paragraph. Okay, now what we are going to use is the concept of subject, verb, object to make phrases. The same concept that this guy thinks is bakwas. Okay, I'm not sure how many of you agree with that. I'm definitely sure, 100% confident that this technique works for our students, and if you try, it will help you as well. So, what type of template do we use? Any template you use, any sort of template. I'm not against any template, or I'm not promoting that our template is the best, will give you 90 score. No, you should know how to use the template first of all. If you take our template, for example, or someone else's template, they are asking you to put phrases, and if you still don't put enough phrases, then what is going to happen in the exam? You're not going to get points, because the same way the software is going to treat your responses. Okay, if you're not following the instructions, just using the templates blindly, expecting miracles to happen, that's not going to happen, right? Assumptions versus reality and facts. Okay, so come back to this world. If you are on another planet thinking, everything is very easy, crackable through the tricks. Yes, tricks, but academic tricks, proper tricks. Okay, so see this template. Please note that for clarification, I have put all these sentences in a different line. When you are writing it, you write everything collectively, okay, in one paragraph. No enter spaces after each sentences. Nothing is required. One space after full stop, one space after comma. That's what you need. Okay, see how many phrases it is. It is a 79 plus template and still being used by our people and still being used by our students, and this can get you a 79 plus score easily. We have been seeing results from our students every now and then. I showed you one of them very recently, just from yesterday. See, around 4 phrases you need to write. Okay, and don't be conjuice. Right? When I say key phrase, you have to write 5 words long, at least. More the merrier. But you don't need to write an essay, because there is a word count here, 50 to 70 word. You need to satisfy and be in the limit. So respect the word count as well. Now, what we are going to do is, I'm going to do a demonstration right in front of you. And we'll use this template. I'll play the audio, we take down the notes, and then I'll show you live how we can convert these into proper sentences using the concept of subject, verb, object. Okay, let's listen to the audio. Keep your pen and paper ready, or you can also comment your keywords in the chat box, in the comments box. So just make sure this is a writing task. You have to be very specific with the spellings. If some of the words are very complex for you to write down, then you should ignore those words, because you need to take a safe approach in the exam, not to lose points for spellings. Okay, because spellings is very crucial. It impacts your content and vocabulary score as well. Okay, time to play the audio. Be ready.
Why do we sometimes fail to perform up to what we are capable of when the pressure is on? It may not be so surprising to hear that in stressful situations we worry. We worry about the situation, the consequences, what others will think of us. But what is surprising is that we often get in our own way precisely because our worries prompt us to concentrate too much. That's right, we pay too much attention to what we are doing. When we are concerned about performing our best, we often try and control aspects of what we are doing that are best left on autopilot, outside conscious awareness, and as a result, we mess up. Think about a situation where you're shuffling down the stairs. What would happen if I asked you to think about what you're doing with your knee while you're doing that? There's a good chance you'd fall on your face. We as humans only have the ability to pay attention to so much at once, which is why, by the way, it's not a good idea to drive and talk on the cell phone. And under pressure, when we are concerned about performing at our best, we can try and control aspects of what we are doing that should be left outside conscious control. The end result is that we mess up. My research team and I have studied this phenomenon of overattention, and we call it paralysis by analysis.
And I have picked this particular question from the recent exam questions, And what I saw this time, this was the first question, as you can see here, the transcript of the audio we just heard. So many articles, so many lectures related to health and science. So it seems like for this particular month, the PT's favorite or the Pearson's favorite topic is science and psychology, medicines related to medical science. Okay, so that was the lecture. A lot of people are getting similar lecture. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the template and I'm going to put the keywords that I noted and we are going to make simple sentences out of it. Believe me, if you are able to crack this, then there is no problem at all. So you have the keywords right in front of you at the bottom, and I'm going to make simple phrases. So you have to be careful, first of all, not to use about after everything. Describing about, explained about, mentioned about, only talked about is correct. So you can see in the second sentence, I have used talked about over here, but other than that, described, discussed, explained, there is no about there. Be careful, a lot of you are making these mistakes and losing marks unnecessarily. The best technique is to put how, when, what. Okay, so I'll add an how here. Simple. How, and then think about who did what. Just one question related to the subject, verb, object. So now I can see a lot of keywords over here. Fail, perform, capable, pressure. So what phrase can I make here? How, let's use us as the object. We fail to perform. One phrase, simple. Now when we put how or when or what, this particular part becomes independent, so you are not breaking the grammar of the template. Okay, so we made it independent and we are just putting simple. We fail to, you fail to do something, so prepositions is also important. Perform. Now I can expand it a little bit further. I can see some more keywords. I can say under pressure, because that's how we use pressure. So it became a perfect phrase for me. The speaker was describing how we fail to perform under pressure. Okay, a typo mistake here. All good now. Then, firstly, she talked about. Now, other things that I can note down from here: stressful situations, consequences, surprising. Let's make another phrase. Firstly, she talked about stressful situations leading to consequences. Another phrase done. Then she explained, now we can put some keywords as well, because we need to put short writing as well as extended writing, have a balance there. Now I can use, she explained another keywords are surprising, concentrate over here, but be careful with the keywords then. You can't just use one keyword alone. Nouns you can use independently, okay? But if I see surprising word and if I try to put it here, do you know which type of word is surprising? Surprising is an adjective, and adjective describe the noun. So if I don't put a noun, then it will not make sense. So that's why it is showing in the red color. Okay. So I have to put a noun there. Surprising what? Concentrate. Again, it's a verb. Worries. I can change the word to noun. Maybe I can put attention. Surprising attention. That's a noun. It's all good. Attention and how. See, again, the phrase already has how. So I'm just going to put another subject, verb, object. How? Let's say we pay attention to our worries. How we pay attention is a collocation. Okay, then you can put more keywords and keywords. These two sentences are just keywords, so just pick up keywords. Similar to how we put here, if you are putting an adjective, then put a noun as well. Independent nouns you can put. Now, some of the words you can convert it into noun form if you want to. Like concentrate can be changed to concentration in the noun form. Okay, consequence, it's already a noun. Humans is a noun. Idea is a noun. Drive is verb. Talk is a verb. Research. Conscious, awareness, conscious is adjective. paralysis, analysis, all those kind of words you can use. Paralysis, analysis, these are nouns. So you can use these words independently, but just be careful how you are using adjectives and adverbs. Now you follow the same strategy to continue and finish this template and finish your response. Just make sure you write it in one big paragraph. Don't put enters anywhere else. I just put it in separate lines so that it is clear for you to understand each of the sentences that we put in the template. Believe me, this is what you need to do in the exam and you can get a 79 plus score in writing, because template part of it is template, but the remaining part you are writing on your own. So when the PT software evaluates it, even though it knows that it is using a template, but it will also check how much you have written. So roughly more than 50%, around 50% you are writing on your own, and that elevates your score. Extended writing, short writing, everything is elevated. Okay, so that's how you crack the exam, elevating your writing scores for each of the module related to writing, especially essays, summarize spoken text. Now I just wanted to share with you the formula for success. Simple formula. Okay, let's keep everything simple. Why do we want to complicate by using past tense or present perfect tenses? Just keep things simple. Did you see me using anything other than present tense? No, absolutely not. So just make simple sentences using the concept of subject, verb, object, exactly what we saw now. Attempt your questions. You can put it in the comment box and see whether you were able to do it successfully or not. And you can also check it yourself. Use any grammar tool. After you finish writing using this technique that we learned today, you test it yourself. And I'm absolutely sure you will be much better than what you used to perform before. And of course, daily practice and checks are also important, because you need to keep improving yourself. So if there are some patterns of grammar mistakes or subject, verb, object that you don't understand, you need to practice them and improve them. Just couple of days, don't be lazy. Do some practice, evaluate yourself, do some retrospection, means self-evaluation. Okay. Lord Buddha also tell you, you have to look inside your soul, correct yourself. Okay, I'm no preacher, but I'm just telling you the actual ways. Just fix yourself and the exam is fixed automatically. And finally, the same video that I was talking to you about, one final strategy for reading fill in the blanks, there also I elaborated the concept of subject, verb, object. This is the base of the entire PT exam. If you can master this, everything will become simpler for you. So if you haven't seen this particular video yet, you should go and watch it now. And don't forget to reply to the haters who don't support this kind of simple techniques, but they just rely on being lazy and just rely on the false promises, tricks, jugaad tricks to succeed. That doesn't work for everyone. Okay, so many people come to me after 4 attempts, 5 attempts, and they certainly agree that only tricks does not help you to crack 79 plus score. Absolutely. Or just gut feeling. So you have to convert that gut feeling into confidence by using the simple grammar techniques, and it works every single time. So keep watching Edutrainex, and I will soon be back with another informative video on PT. And if you are still struggling with your writing, speaking, reading, anything, just WhatsApp us, enroll with us for a full course, and we will fix you, we will help you, we will get you to the score. See you soon.